Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Ramadan special course day 5. Today we are going to start with Surat Al Falaq. Before we start, I want to ask a question. I want you to think about. I'm going to answer it when we finish Surat Al Falaq. What is the connection between Surat Al Ikhlas and Surat Al Falaq? You can search and tell me in the comments. So let's start with the first ayah. Let's hear the Shaykh.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق
Let's hear it again.
قل أعوذ برب الفلق
Last time.
قل أعوذ برب الفلق.
So let's start with the rules. We have بربي أبا that has a shadda, which means that we are going to do a qalqala. بربي ربي, and we are going to stop on al-falaq, so the qaf will be with a sukun. So al-falaq with also qalqala. The hamzat al-wasl at the middle, we are not going to read it. We are going to go from the ba to the lam. بربي. And here we want to focus on the two letters hamza and ayn. The sound of them is so similar, and the exit of them, or the articulation point of the hamza and the ayn, are next to each other. So we want to focus to make sure that we have a hamza sound and a ayn sound. أعو أعوذ. So we are going to say قل أعوذ برب الفلق. Surat Al Falaq is one of the surahs that we read it more than 20 times per day. We say 3 times at Adhkar al-Sabah, 3 times Adhkar al-Masa, which is the morning Adhkar, the night Adhkar, 3 times after each Salah, which means 15 times, which equals more than 20 times. So what is the meaning of Surat Al Falaq? As we said in Surat Al Ikhlas, قل means say, أعوذ برب الفلق. أعوذ, which means I'm asking refuge or asking protection from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, برب الفلق. برب الفلق, which we can say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But what is the meaning of Al-Falaq? We have two meanings for the word Al-Falaq. The first one, which is a specific time, dawn, and the second one that has a general meaning. Anything comes from something else. The word falaq comes from the verb in falaqa, which means if we have, for example, a seed, and this seed grows, so the plant comes from the seed in falaqat, which means something get out from it, which we can say at dawn. How can we say it at dawn? The light comes from or get out from the darkness. Birabbil Falaq also means all of the creations. Why? The babies comes from the parents, as animals, as human, as plants, anything in the dunya, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created. Something comes out from something else. The basic meaning of Birabbil Falaq will be the Lord of all of the creations. So the meaning of قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ, asking refuge or asking protection from Allah, who is the Lord of the whole creations. So the whole of Surat Al Falaq, as we said in Surat Al Ikhlas, it's talking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Surat Al Falaq will talk about, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from several things. So in Surat Al Falaq, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts with to describe himself that he is the Lord of the whole creations, so he can easily protect us. For example, if I said to the school manager, if I said to her that there is another student who is trying to make bad things to me, can you help me? So she has the ability to stop him. If I went to say to another student who has no ability, has no power to do anything for this other student, so nothing will happen. Why? The manager, she has the ability, has the power to stop this student from doing bad things. But the other students, They has no power to do something like that. The same thing in here in Surat Al Falaq. We say Birabbil Falaq, the Lord of the whole creations, which means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has the power to protect us from anything. Basically, because He is the Lord of this creation, He is the Lord of the jinn, He is the Lord of other human beings, He is the Lord of the animals, He is the Lord of everything in this dunya. So He can protect us. So how can we apply Surat Al-Falaq in our lives? To say it every day, several times, to remember ourselves that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. And also to follow the Prophet ﷺ's sayings. The Prophet ﷺ encouraged us to say Al-Ma'udhatayn, Surat Al-Falaq and Surat Al-Nas several times per day. Both of them, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us. Second thing we can do, if we face a problem, we find something that we cannot solve it, we want to go back to Allah to help us. So as we said in the first ayah, أعوذ, which starts with asking protection. For the next ayahs in Surat Al-Falaq, we are going to know what we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from. This was our ayah today. See you inshallah next time. Assalamu alaikum.